All right, let's go to Jack in Texas. Hey, Jack, welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Howdy, sir. Thank you for your time.
Sure, what's up?
I'm looking at buying a house cash here in a couple of years, and I was just curious as I've started to talk to other people about it. They've all started to suggest not doing that, taking the money you'd spend on it and, throw it at other investments that'll make you more money. And I just kind of wanted to get your thoughts on why you would suggest buying a house cash, or if you wouldn't, what you would put it in.
I'm curious to get your thoughts on why you would take financial advice from a bunch of broke people.
That's a fair point.
Oh, hey, listen, if you can figure out what fat people are doing and not do it, you probably will be skinny. So let's think this through for a minute, okay? The data tells us, hard data, not just theory. We did the largest study of millionaires ever done in North America. 10,167 of them were surveyed. It's the largest study ever done. Not your broke friends, but real millionaires. Real millionaires, people who have $1 million net worth or greater. Chris Hogan did the book off of it called Everyday Millionaires. It's full of stories and 140 statistics of the millionaires. And so if you want to be a millionaire, what they have to say as a group, 10,000 of them, the data from that is important. Would you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
And it's more important than what Dave Ramsey says, by the way, because I'm just a bald guy with an opinion. But when you talk to a lot of people that do one thing and do it well, and you can extract from that data points that are consistently showing up, like in excess of 50 or 60% of the time, you have statistical evidence at that point. That's what a research project is for. And so that's why we did it, because we wanted to know if my opinions that I've been teaching all these years and what I believe to be true and how I've lived my life, and it worked for me, actually worked across a series of real millionaires. And what we found was not 50%, not 60%, but north of 80% of the millionaires. That's like statistically almost all of them. You look at a political poll, if they get 51% on something, they call it a touchdown, But I'm talking 80, 85%. Here's the thing we found. Okay, 85% of them said that they paid off their homes very quickly, and the average was 10.2 years. So a paid-off home is a big indicator towards becoming or being wealthy. The second thing we found was 93% of them systematically invested consistently into retirement plans, into good mutual funds. The paid-off home and the consistent investing in a 401k, Roth IRA, those kinds of things, is what caused people to be wealthy. So that is the actual truth that the data backs up. So having said that, what I have said all these years was backed up, and it was that it turns out your income is your most powerful wealth building tool. And when you don't have any payments, no house payment, no car payment, no MasterCard, no student loan that's been around so long you think it's a pet, when you don't have any payments, you have money. And you get to become very wealthy fast. So at your young age, Jack, if you can pay cash for your house, you will be very wise. Let me tell you how many of the millionaires that we interviewed that said, what you should do is borrow as much as you can on your house and invest that money, because you can make more investing than you would pay out in interest. Let me tell you how many of them out of 10,000 said that. 0. That's statistically significant. 0. Not one said you ought to buy real estate, pay cash for it, or buy real estate and borrow as much as you can on it. And instead of using your money to buy the real estate for cash, instead of doing that, put the money in an investment and just keep your real estate mortgage your whole life. Because investing is always better than a mortgage, than paid off house. Exactly 0% said that. Not a single one out of 10,167 suggested that your broke friends were on track. So that's why I say that, is because the evidence is here of 30 years of me doing this, and the evidence of talking to real millionaires. And these millionaires were not just in our tribe. 50% of them were in white space, meaning they could not spell Dave Ramsey. They didn't even know who I was. These are just millionaires. It's just simple. And they just borrow money? No. They look at you like a German shepherd, turn the head sideways. What? And no. Borrow money? No. Here. Oh, by the way, for the rest of you, hold on. I'm going to give you a copy of that book, Jack, Everyday Millionaires, because you're going to be one, and you are on your way, man. If you just go with your instincts, because you have good instincts, and go with that stuff instead of this other garbage. Hold on, Kelly will pick up and we'll give you one of those. You guys know what percentage of millionaires inherited enough money to become a millionaire? Less than 9%. 91% did not inherit enough money to become a millionaire. Of the millionaires we talked to. Oh, the only way to be wealthy is inherited in America today, so the wealth must be punished because I have a political agenda. Yeah, well, the problem is you don't have data, and so you're living in the land of mythology. The truth is that out of 11 million millionaires in America today, somewhere north of 10 million of them started with nothing. Did not inherit anything, or if they did, it was not enough to be of help. They might have inherited $5,000 or $10,000. 79% of the ones we interviewed inherited zero. And the rest of them, not enough to help. It was just kind of a tip of the hat. When Granny died, I got $6,300 or something. That's an inheritance, but it didn't exactly make you a millionaire. So where does wealth comes from? It comes from you controlling the person in your mirror. You're the problem, and you're the solution.